Hey guys, welcome back to Lemon Inspection. I basically buy some random crap off the internet and see if I get scammed or not. And maybe we can have a better understanding of how these will age over time by looking at these used examples. Right, so today we have let's make sure it's safe. The airsoft guns don't have extractors, so that was kind of pointless, but the nozzle sometimes can pull the BB out, so it's not entirely useless. Anyway, today we have a KWA USP Match in genuinely quite good condition. Usually this kind of paint job is not the most durable. If you search online, you can see used examples with various degrees of wear on the slide. So this I can see before I made the call of buying this thing. There's a little bit of wear on the front of the chamber, and this is normal. You can if you fired it at all, it will do this. The decocker on the USP series is quite nice. It doesn't have a separate decocker lever like other kinds of DASA kind of trigger pistols, and it declutters this area. And I like this 1911 style kind of thumb safety, manual safety. You can put your thumb on there to make sure that it is in fire, so you're not surprised when it is accidentally unsafe or whatever, and it usually gives you a better grip. However, in the case of the USP, the ergonomics is like a 2x4. The angles of this really doesn't play well with my hand. The ridges are in the perfect place to dig into my fingers. So a number of things that immediately jumped out. The magwell, the jet funnel magwell, has some wear to it. It has this interesting looking kind of leopard print kind of pattern to it. This might be like some grease from the previous owner's hand that on a old controller you can sometimes see some of that residue on there. But seeing how clean this thing is everywhere else, I think this is just what it looks like. This is probably the result of some oxidation or something. On some other kinds of pistols like the Tokyo Marui 1911, the backstrap, mainspring housing, and grip safety there, it will fade over time into this kind of ugly gray color as well. So this is probably the same sort of metal, zinc and aluminum alloy that we all know and love. Awful pot metal on these kind of guns. Right, so that's number one. The second one is that I've owned a number of these KWA USPs to know that there should be a return spring on it to push the slide release lever down, and it was just flopping in there. And it turns out that there is a little spring in here. Let's take a look. Right. A lot of the extra features on the USP Match is very nice, like this ambi slide release. However, it makes the field trip of the USP Match quite annoying because this thing also blocks the slide. Anyway, you can see that there is a little spring there. It was up and to the right, so it couldn't go down all the way like this, and that is what is preventing the slide release from having that spring tension. So I simply pop it down into the notch and it works okay. Something else that I noticed very quickly is that the O-ring is missing. There should be a green O-ring right there. And yeah, on the real USP and its military sibling, the Mark 23, that O-ring is important because it helped the Mark 23 achieve the incredible round count and accuracy requirement of the Special Operations Command. We can see that there is a window here. There should be a check mark, like a German check mark or something. Earlier VFC USPs have these kind of markings on them. Right here we can see a very little logo and caliber 6mm. I remember on VFC's USP there's like a made in Germany or something right here. Oh, another thing that I noticed very quickly is that these bolt holes are stripped. The screw holes are stripped, so the previous owner having to take this apart to maintain it or whatever must have over tightened this. It looks like a compensator, but there are no ports. This is a barrel weight. The barrel weight USP match weight of the KWA is made of a weird material. I cannot really tell that this is like a aluminum one with some sort of coating on it, making it a little bit like a plastic piece, or it's just plastic, but the screw holes are stripped, possibly due to the softer aluminum used or plastic threads being gouged out. It wobbles a little bit, it's quite annoying. I saw online the KWA USP match diagram has small washers under these bolts here, so maybe that's what's missing and causing this wobble, because this is clamped down all the way and it still wobbles a little bit. The adjustable trigger is probably simply just a screw in it to make it look like a adjustable match trigger. As you can see, the screw pokes through a little bit, and I probably can't simply back this screw out because it is going to be hard to put a screwdriver bit in between the trigger guard and the trigger there. Yeah, not a lot of space, and without a little bit of Loctite it will probably just be loose and back out. It has the USP tactical adjustable rear side to it, nice fine serration on the back to decrease glare, and the taller front side to match it, also with some fine serrations. These KWAs came out a long time ago. People have noticed that the O-ring that is inside of the nozzle is a weird looking wide rubberized kind of O-ring to it, and over time it can harden and shatter. So people have came out with like a upgrade kit for it, with a enlarged inner piece and a much smaller, like a Delran ring on the outside. Also, these magazines are marked 45 caliber and 14 rounds. This is probably not realistic because if I remember correctly, the Wikipedia of the USP match says that jet funnel magwell requires a special magazine, and those magazines are only available in 9mm and 40 caliber, so this might not exist in real life. You can still use regular USP mags in the USP match. All you have to do is remove the mag base plate so it can go past the mag well, since the base plate pokes out the side, and that's what's hitting the inside of the mag well, preventing you from using it. Another option is to remove the mag well so you can use a regular USP magazine. All in all, I think this example of a USP match is genuinely like rarely used. It's like immaculate and clean, and I'm happy with this purchase. Also, you probably need Kydex holsters for the USP match due to the match weight. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Lemon Inspection. See you next time.